Good afternoon, all. I am part of Malabar Group. Some of you might have noticed this brand logo M, which we have a retail chain called Malabar Gold and Diamonds. Myself, Vijesh Nair, I am heading the corporate function. And with me Shamsuddin is here, who is heading the retail part. So first, I would like to thank Dr. Bhatia for giving this opportunity. When we talk about HR innovation at Malabar Group, at HR, we do our vision statement, mission, which I'll definitely come across. We have a tagline, a way of life and a journey to scale heights. That is the tagline which we use as part of our HR. So before starting with HR practices within the company, would like to give a small overview about a brand. We are present in 10 countries right now. Our business turnover is roughly around $4.5 billion. That is 36,000 USD. We have a team size of 14,000 plus people. And we have a presence in India itself. We are present in 17 states and 2 union territories. That is about a Malabar Gold and Diamonds as a brand. But when I say Malabar Group as a business, we are also into the real estate. We are also in the home appliances format. We are also having a shopping malls. So group altogether with 15 business verticals and spread across 10 countries. If you look at the total team, which is spread across 29 nationalities, they work in India. We have roughly around 11,000 plus people. International operations, 2,482. And we have presence in other 9 countries. Coming to the company's vision and mission, the vision what we add is to add appreciating value to each life we touch. So we being in the jewelry industry, wherein we sell gold and diamonds, so our vision statements also talks about to add appreciating value to each life we touch. So which means we have stakeholders. We have investors, we have the society, we have the employees. So we'll make sure that whoever is connecting with Malabar Group, their life also gets appreciated. Talking about the HR vision mission, is basically nourishing tomorrow's talent by valuing people, for which we redefined our complete strategy on HR. We have relooked into the company's core value. So being a 29-year-old company, over the year, we have really progressed over the systems, process, policies, and everything. So recently, we have reworked on our HR strategy also. So we have redefined our core values in terms of humanity, integrity, trust, transparency, innovation, customer delight. So these core values is something which we are very particular about the moment we hire a person. So our talent acquisition teams may be going for a drive. They clearly communicate the core values. When we onboard them in our HR inductions also, we communicate the core values. And moreover, with our ID card also, we are given a printed wherein they can know their core values, which really helps us, because when I talk about a workforce of 14,000 people, almost 8,000 people are into retail, which is into a sales workforce. So for them, basically being people who are degree diploma holders, who come into sales workforce, getting learned is the biggest challenge for us. So every time we keep on sessions, apart from the HR onboarding, we have a continuous learning and development sessions. So all these communications from HR keeps on, we communicate at every point of stage. Now if you look at some of the practices which we currently follow, one is shift implementation. So in retail, one of the biggest challenge what we have is retail formats, whether it's a jewelry, apparel, or any other, works for 10 to 12 hours. So we have to make sure that we comply all these statutory norms, that is 8 working hours or 48 hours in a week, to make sure that we get maximum productivity. We have a shift implementation. So basically, the shift implementation works is, depending upon the peak season, non-peak season, we divide the team into team A, team B, based on the customer walk-ins. We have a flexibility in the shift. which has really helped us to reduce attrition. Because if you look at our attrition percentage also, people who join within the company 0 to 1 years, attrition is high. Because people at the age of 20, 21, who are new to the job, when we train them, for them, it's more of work-life balance. Especially in today's generation, it's more of a life balance than work. So it's very important for us to have a clear shift system in place wherein they can spend time within the store and also find time for other activities. Then we all know that in HR, compensation benefits plays a very key role. So the way we have defined our compensation benefit is we have a fixed component, which obviously is a gross salary, which consists of all your components, basic plus DA, HRA, all those things. Then you have a variable compensation, which includes a sales incentive or any other incentives in terms of market, product incentive also. But one thing which we always focus is performance-based profit-linked incentive scheme. So whoever is working in our company, maybe at a EVP grade or at a staff assistant grade, everyone gets a certain percentage of profit earned by the company. So we allocate a certain percentage based on the ROI. Once an ROI is achieved, that pool goes to each and every individual in the company. So you have a fixed component, variable component, which is purely based on performance. But when you are committed, hardworking, you want to make the company into profit. When company gets into profit, you also get a profit incentive. Another thing is, as I mentioned, to get a right talent and to train them is very important for us. So we have a very good L&D division. We are into e-learning module also, wherein people, when joins a company after completing the classroom sessions or on the job trainings, we have stores spread across the, as I said, currently 15 states, now getting into another 5 to 6 states in a couple of months. E-learning plays a very important role, wherein a person comes in, we allocate a dedicated time, he or she gets a predefined training modules. And that too in a very interactive way. It's not only a session just talking about classes, it's a gaming base. So you are spending time with salespeople who are more interested in coming in Q&A sessions. It's very helpful for them to practice. So it's a very interactive e-learning module. Then another thing which we also have, we have developed an in-house application. We have a very strong IT team. We have our own software company. So we have developed an application known as M-Connect, which is available in Android and iPhone, which really helps an employee to keep track of everything within the company. So it's an internal communication, or whether it's related to his attendance. So suppose a person has not done a biometric or a face recognition is not done. He can immediately get into the mobile app, apply the leave, on-duty, travel request, all those things. Then we also show the career progression. When that person joined the company, what percentage of hike he has received year on year, what is the component percentage is also shown. So all those HR aspects we make sure we cover in M-Connect. But apart from that, a lot of business aspects also we cover. So if a person is working, he knows that, okay, his KPI is defined, his targets are set. He very much knows that, okay, my quarterly target is this much, my monthly target is this much, how much I have achieved. So our data is linked with the actual business performance. So everyone in the store, he very much knows that, okay, this was my monthly target, this is the third week, I have achieved this much, and how much potential earning can I have. That is also which we have facilitated for employee from the HR point of view. Then we talk about any other, in terms of business reports, or maybe in terms of customer relation, or maybe in terms of marketing activities, dividend paid to investors, everything is available in M-Connect. M stands for Malabar. Then, as I mentioned, we are right now have 29 nationalities globally. We firmly believe in equal opportunity employer. So, being an HR, whenever we have a manpower planning, or whenever we hire a person, we always goes with assessment. Based on the performance in the interview, we hire a person, and within the company, career progression purely happens based on the performance assessment. So equal employee opportunity whether it's a male, female, whether it's from any other religion, caste, doesn't matter. For us, basically, the criteria for assessment is performance. Key policies. So, as I mentioned, in retail, one of the biggest challenge always faced is high attrition rate. So industry standard is 32%. We have managed to be less than 20%, is because of our policies, processes, systems in place within the company. So maybe, as I mentioned, it may be related to shift, or maybe related to employee benefits, which includes, annual staff tour policy, festival allowances, following all this statutory ESI, PF, minimum wages, providing festival bonuses, gratuity. We comply with all the standards. Then R&R. Obviously, R&R really helps every company, wherein, this is over and above what they get. So even the small appreciation in the morning meetings, we have a channelized R&R programs, which we monitor from centrally, which is spread across all the retail outlets. So these are small things from the HR point of view. When we talk about R&R, I will give you one small example which recently happened. One of our new person recently joined within the company. He had only completed 3 months of service, but he was a good trainee initially. So we, at a business level, we appreciated him. He became so emotional that, previously he has worked with a larger brand in terms of retail, but he has never got the opportunity. So he resigned from that company within 6 months and joined with us. He became so emotional that, he is telling, at the time of joining, I have not given a service agreement of 2 years. Sir, आप service agreement ले लीजिए, मैं next 3-4 साल के लिए company में काम करने के लिए तैयार हूँ. Then CSR, corporate social responsibility. As I said, the company is almost 29 years. From the day one of the company formed, management has allocated 5% of its net profit for the CSR activities. So people who are from Bangalore or from the many cities, you will be coming across a lot of CSR activities which we do across India. So out of the 5% net profit which we give for the society, as HR, we also wanted staff also to get involved. So every time business, when I say business, it can be a retail outlet, it can be a corporate office, it can be a supply chain center, manufacturing units. So what we do is, whenever there is an emergency comes, we always there to help locally. So from company side, our team goes for all the CSR activities, but we wanted every individual also to contribute. So what we have introduced last year is, we have introduced a CSR leave policy, wherein we talk that in a year, you have to spend 2 days on a CSR activity. Apart from what our company is doing, every individual has to spend 2 days in a year for a CSR activity, for any normal clause, which we have a guidelines for that. If a person goes for a CSR leave, 1 day company pays as a CSR leave, second is adjusted from his available leave balance. That is only because first 1 year when we started up, lot of people were misusing. Because ना 2 छुट्टी company दे रही है CSR के नाम पे, कहीं पर भी चले गए, misuse ना करें. So we said it has to be an equal opportunity. You are contributing to society, company is also contributing. And we have produced a system also, wherein whenever one person goes, when he applies, he or she has to send the CSR done to the respective HR coordinators, which goes at regional level for final approval. Then talking about internal career progression. So one of the highlights which we do in the company is, we believe in an organization where it's a working partnership. So many of the people who have joined at a management trainee, first 1 year they are into management trainee program, in which 6 months they spend into the retail, 3 months in supply chain manufacturing. After 1 year, they get promoted to assistant head, deputy head, showroom heads. So they are equally the investors in the company also. So what we do is, based on a talent, persons who graduate from reputed BTech, MBA colleges, we train them, and later we give them opportunity for them to invest in one of our business units. So we have 74 private companies and 47 LLPs as on date. So they get an investment opportunity within the company, wherein they put their hard-earned money. It's not like an ESOP. wherein they put their hard-earned money and they get dividend based on the business what they put. And obviously, we are lucky enough that we are into a gold industry. Even the COVID time also, it was only industry which value asset was increased. So gold is investment wherein we encourage our staff to invest. They become the management team members, and laterally they can progress in the career as well as they get a very good dividend based on investment. And another thing in terms of internal career progression is, whenever we hire a person in a new store, we follow a 80-20 ratio. 80% we hire locally, being a global brand with local presence. We hire 80% people locally, and 20% we hire promote people from internally. So all the key positions, we make sure that we have a proper succession planning in place. We develop them, we promote them at that level, and whenever opportunities comes international, we always put our best talent based on the performance PMS system in place. The best talent is transferred to international opportunities. So we are coming a third store in US next week. For that also, from within the country, out of the 15 people, 8 people have been promoted from India to the US. So one thing which we always tell about is, we never, in our communications, we never call people as staff. In all our communications, we put dear management team members, because we see everyone as a family members. Whether it's the chairman of the company or even the office assistant or a security guard in our unit, we all see them as a family member. We have a wonderful office based in Calicut. I can in fact say that it's one of the best global headquarters. It's spread across in 200 acres, 2 lakh square feet building, surrounded full of greenery. It's almost 1,800 square feet above the sea level. So I would be very much interested to connect with you, invite you to our office, because big teams who right now we are associating with Microsoft, Deloitte, even they are telling that internationally wherever they have visited, no one has seen such a green and vibrant building. And in terms of employee engagement activities, we make sure that, I've seen the previous presentations also. Same way, it's not only about work, it's more of a family. So whatever events, local festivals, we celebrate in our store. Staffs are encouraged to come in the local dresses. We also make sure that business doesn't get affected. So all the celebrations, festivals are celebrated across our stores. COVID time, we lost a couple of management team members, but whatever the hospital expenses they incurred, company has paid that. And most importantly, we have seen many people who have lost their lives while working with us. Their family may not be well settled. So depending upon the family situation, for some of their children up to 12th standard, we are given scholarship. Some may be needy of house, company has constructed a house. So a lot of initiatives has been taken considering the COVID time. Now the journey continues, because the vision is to become the world's #1 jewelry brand, and that is not very far, because currently in terms of global ranking, we are number 6 in the world in terms of business turnover brand wise, and we are number 1 in India in terms of business turnover, much larger than the other competitors in the market. So currently the company is planning to, as I said, currently we are 286 stores. We are targeting to open 750 stores by 2025, with expanding our presence to another 6 countries. So it's a huge task for HR, wherein we have to hire a right person at right time. Because for us, hardly it gets 3 months, 4 months time for a retail. We are manufacturing, expanding at the same time, because for retail jewelry, you should have a strong backward integration. So at the same time, manufacturing is happening. We have ventured into omni-channel business. We are already into e-commerce. So biggest challenges for HR is, we are generating 6,000 jobs by 2023. So you all know, being in HR fraternity, you know very much how challenge is to get a best resource. And honestly telling, this year, highest number of people have backed out. Maybe because the market is very open, they accept the offer, at the last time they don't turn out. So that also we have, we understood the main issues over there. So what we do is our HR team is basically connecting with the person who have accepted the offer on a regular basis. So we have created a WhatsApp group. If a person accepts the offer, we immediately send that we are coming up in US, we are coming up in Delhi, we are coming up in Jalandhar, this is our best innovative practice, and mostly, yes, now today, we are getting award also. That also will push to the candidates to make them that, okay, they have accepted an offer, they should join a brand which will take them to the next level. We have started hiring of differently able persons. So when we look at, many people come for interview, but unfortunately being in a retail industry, when customer interaction is the basic key, we have limitations of hiring people. But what we have decided is, last year we have hired almost 20-25 people with differently abled, and we are giving more opportunity. We are more focusing on HR digitalization. We are launching our learning management system. Then we are launching a new customer service module. Basically, if you are a customer, you can select a person in the account showroom. You can interact with them. When you come to the store, your product and services will be ready. Then we are revamping the career web revamping with AI. So that is our journey, what we are future planning being in HR. Thank you. If you have any Q&A, I'm available. We can have a discussion. Thanks a lot.